next topic, which is Severance. And holy shit, we finally saw the finale, and it was a masterclass in filmmaking, I would say, because they they did so much this whole season to set up this kind of mentality for the audience that you literally get so hooked into the tension and automatically think these innies and outies as two different people. So that's one of the fascinating things that this show did with the audiences, because I felt like, you know, at first you might feel it is ridiculous, right? When you are explained the premise of the show, but by the end, in the finale, they actually played with our minds and they made it work. So I felt like that. I felt like that was such an interesting technique that they used. So full kudos to Ben Stiller, the writer, the camera, the cinematographer, the production people. Everyone just made this show perfect. I think that this is one of the best shows in a long time, like a decade or over that. But I just think that this is, on every level, this show is just masterful. So I loved the finale. I thought that, they did a pretty good job at resolving some of the things that happened in the entire season, while also setting up a huge cliffhanger for next season. And I was like, why would you do this to me twice in 2 weeks? Like, it's just so, you know, it's just so frustrating. But I love how it's done. I love the cliffhanger that was set up. It's a pretty good cliffhanger, technically speaking, but as an audience, you're just frustrated because you want to see more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've only ever given one season a single season the masterpiece tagline, and True Detective season one for me is an absolute
Mhm.
masterpiece. I think it's the greatest single season in television history. I'm not talking about multiple seasons. I'm talking about just one season. That's True Detective season one. Severance for me has joined that kind of team. It has, and two very different shows, of course. But Severance, the twists and the storylines and the mystery of it all, and the performances and cinematography, the score is just terrific, and the world building about what Lumen Industries is doing and what they are. It's very very thought provoking, very interesting. I think I've noticed online the over the weeks more people have started watching the show, which is good,
Mm-hmm.
and it's obviously done well enough to greenlight a season two. But yeah, the nailed the finale, and the finale wasn't spectacle and amazing effects and massive action, right? Like that. The finale was pretty simple, and what it relied on was tension.
Yeah,
Tension of these the innies staying in the outie form, while the clock is ticking, and then trying
literally
to figure out how
in the
to,
music.
yeah. Yeah, and like they have to figure out how to warn other people. Who can they trust to tell them what exactly is going on? What information do they get? Who do they talk to? Stuff like that. So that was interesting. And then Patricia Arquette's character is trying to stop. She realizes it. She tries to stop them. And we also have Helly. We find out Helly is a part of this, big mystery as well. And it's messed up. It really, really is. And we still don't know exactly what's going on, what Lumen Industries' end game plan is. There's lots of theories out there, but whatever theory you have is debunked because we got to see a man feeding goats in a room on his own. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever
Mhm.
at all. But I was watching the Q&A. They did like a premiere or a finale screening the other night, and there was a big Q&A after with all the cast and Ben Stiller and the creator of the show, um, forgetting his name, but he came up with this idea all original. Like, this is not based on a book. It's not like something that's a knockoff or something else. That's why I kind of give it the tagline that it's the new Matrix in a way. This guy is very very smart and very interesting. And there's the book, the book, You Are, the
The
book
you
that's
you
written
are.
in the series. Yeah, You Are. He actually wrote 40 pages of that book, and I'd love to read it.
Yeah.
I think there's also kind of like,
Mhm.
they don't call it the Ten Commandments, but I think it's like these commandments of Lumen Industry, like, these kind of bullet points, words that they have. He's written a lot of world building and extra content that maybe we'll never read or we'll never find out about. There's a book actually floating around as well, but there's so much to take in with this series. I think Ben Stiller, I've been telling people he's a terrific director, and now he's finally kind of being noticed with this. And I think he directed the last episode masterfully,
He did
really well
6
done.
episodes out of 9.
Yeah, I don't think he did 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
He didn't do 4, 5, or 6. I don't think.
Yeah.
Um,
And he did the last
but
2.
what-
So both these
Yeah.
cliffhangers are on him.
It's all his fault. But the tension was what made the finale
Oh,
so good,
yeah.
because it's actually
The
not
editing
like-
was phenomenal, dude.
and it's very close on Mark's face, on Helly's face, on Irving's face, like just their emotions and then like them seeing the outside world. And it's the cutting, of course, the editing, and that's what made the episode great, because you're thinking, wait, now this episode's what, for 44 minutes? I need answers. I need answers. Okay, weird. Oh my god, he said the Patricia Arquette's name. Oh my god, that's a mistake. You know, Helly, what's she gonna do? Oh my god, she's a part of this. What, Irving? He was in the what? And then he's looking at Bert. I was like, what's going on? And then the cliffhanger was amazing.
Yeah.
It was annoying, absolutely annoying, but I just started laughing out loud because of the word that's said by Maher.
Yeah.
And then there's the music, there's the song that plays. There's this I don't know the name of it, but there's a really interesting song that plays, and then it's just over. And that's season 1 done. So I think they did an unbelievable job, and I cannot wait for season 2. And the creator did say that he has 2 seasons in mind. He has 7 seasons in mind, but he has 20 seasons worth of content for this show. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to spend the next 20 years of my life watching Severance, but
Hey, I will.
it's it's
Put me in a room and
it's
I'll
very
just
interesting.
keep watching it over and over again.
Yeah, exactly.
As long
I'd love to.
as Apple.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'd say as long as AppleTV's
Yep.
got the money for 20 seasons of Severance. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's that.
exactly. Yeah, but yeah. So I think it's a perfect season in my book, and I might rewatch it.
I am definitely gonna rewatch it because this is one of these shows as well who the creators put in a lot of work in every shot. So it's not just everything you see in the shot. It has a meaning and why it's there. The colors have a meaning. The words that are in the books and all that have a meaning. The designs and the symbols in the background have a meaning. So I'm definitely going to rewatch, and even some of the dialogue, you won't understand the meaning of that dialogue when they're said, but in later episodes it's revealed, and now when you go back you will understand why that was said. So stuff like that.
Yeah, there's one thing in particular, I forget exactly what it was, but I remember watching this finale. I was like, oh, episode 3 or 4, they set this up, and there's a reason for it.
Dude, the first scene,
the-
the very
forget
first
the
scene
actual-
with her on the table, there was some dialogue over there which I realized after seeing the finale, and I was like, wow, they just did a lot of work on this show. So I just love stuff like this because I'm the one who actually, when a scene is going on, I'm the one who scans the whole screen to see if there are some stuff in the background. So when stuff like this is actually present, I feel like I'm rewarded. So it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Rokan, you definitely should check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And this show isn't like, if you like sci-fi, you'll like it. If you like thrillers, you'll like it. It's I think this show is for everyone. Like anyone who enjoys watching movies and shows, they'll love it.
Oh yeah, when you told me about the show, after we did our episode, the first thing I did was I checked out the trailer, and I was like, all right, this is definitely my type of show. So that will be I'll be watching the whole thing, hopefully really soon, and then I'll give you guys my quick feedback on it on the next episode.
Awesome. So let's move on to the next topic.
It's masterpiece. It's the best thing ever.
Yes, it
It's the
is.
best thing ever.
Yes, it is. But
Yeah, I'd probably say that, but also just a lot of me being like, bro, dude.
yep,
dude.
that was me. That was me. And my favorite thing with this, with these last 2 episodes specifically, was right after the episode ended, I just liked going to Twitter and tapping on the Severance hashtag and just seeing people's live reactions. Everyone was just so mad because of the cliffhangers. They're like, "I'm gonna break my TV," and I was like, "Yep, that's how I feel."